Today's video from Sharp Help, we're going to demonstrate how to set up journal mode printing on the XEA203 or 206 registers. So as standard on the machine, it works in receipt mode. So there's only one printer and you either have it set to receipt or journal. So the standard operation is receipt, so you get a customer receipt printed out the front of the machine. You can also set it up to audit or journal roll, which basically means you can't issue a customer receipt, but a condensed printout then winds onto the black plastic spool at the back of the machine. So in this video I'm going to show you how to set that function up. If you've got access to the manual, I'm getting this information from pages 59 and 61 of the manual, 59 and 60, sorry. So I'm going off this flow chart here. But I'm looking at job code 6, which is shown here. So the receipt printing style or printing style, to set it to journal, which I'm going to do, I'm going to choose 0. If you want to put it in receipt, then it's 1, which is the default. I'm mainly showing you this because obviously I'm going to enter a code for all these items. You don't just change the printing style, you have to set all these as well. So it's worth having a look at the manual just to double check the one I'm doing is what you want, but I'm going to leave all the other settings at their default Sharp setting. The only one I'm changing is I'm going to change receipt from journal. So to do it, all you'll need is the metal key marked MA, and then you'll need to turn the key round to the PGM position, then press the #TMST button here, followed by number 6 on the numeric keypad, and then press the multiply button. So now I'm going to enter my numeric code, which I've got from the chart on page 60. So it looks like lots of random zeros and ones, but I've basically already gone through the chart and selected a 0 or 1 for each of these settings. So the crucial setting is actually the first one. As default it's set to 1 for receipt printing, but I'm selecting 0 for journal, then 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1. Followed by #TMST and then the TLNS button. You know it's been successful straight away because the spool has started spinning round. If we now turn the key back to the register mode, another way of checking is to press and hold down the feed button. If you're in receipt mode, the spool wouldn't be spinning round, it would just be feeding the paper on. So the next thing we need to do is to feed the paper onto the spool. So there's a little slot on the central spindle of the spool and the paper feeds into it like that. You then wrap the paper around the centre of the spool, the central spindle, as you load it back onto where it sits, and then you can check you've done it correctly again by pressing the feed button here, and you can see that the paper's spinning round without feeding back onto the machine or without spooling out. And then every time you process a transaction, you no longer get a customer receipt, but you get a condensed copy of every transaction appear on the spool. So it's the same print will appear, just a more condensed version of it without the receipt header. So this will record any programming, any sales, any voids, any reports, basically any type of transaction is now recorded and saved onto the spool at the back of the machine. Okay, I hope that video has been helpful. We've got plenty more videos showing how to get the best out of the XEA203 and other Sharp cash registers, so feel free to check those out. You can also subscribe to this YouTube channel or visit sharphelp.co.uk for more. Thanks for watching.